Extra, read all about it. Welcome back to the channel, gang. We all been hearing about Full Extra and the firework thing where he didn't blew his hand off, y'all. But what? We got more news on Full Extra, so let's dive right off into it, y'all.
The last 48 hours for rapper podcaster For Extra has not been so well. This guy has a reputation for being a crash out, rolling 40s crib. And I mean, hey, I like the guy, to be honest. He's very energetic. He's cool. He reminds me of a lot of dudes I grew up with. But his claim to fame is very similar to Aaron the Plumber's, which is, hey, he's the truth with those hands. I mean, he's the same guy that got Jap 5 to admit that he beat him in the fight. If For Extra is known for running fades in county jails and on the streets and being a legit crip, and that's something that is definitely verified. And his verification on the streets is what led him getting to the opportunity with Adam 22 on No Jumper podcast. In the last 2 years, we've seen For Extra blow up to, I would say, to a larger extent than even Crip Mac or even close to it. But For Extra's career is in jeopardy. 4th of July, For Extra basically had a terrible accident in which, the fireworks that he was planning to throw did this. Yeah, and because of that, For Extra lost 4 of his fingers in part of his hand. And this has put For Extra on the chopping block of many people's jokes.
It's a lesson to be learned in this For Extra, right? Like, it's impossible for it not to be one. To lose the very thing that your clout, brand, and attention on the internet was predicated on, your hand. Everything that you predicated your branding and your money making on was the ignorant trope that I'ma pledge allegiance to whatever ignorant ass idealism I've been raised on, no matter if it kills me, my kids, everybody I love, whatever. I'm going down because I refuse to think higher. To have that, to pledge allegiance to that image because it's making you money. And the moment you get on the internet talking about ain't got enough money for me, ain't got enough clout for me, you lose exactly what your mother clout is predicated on. Fighting. Everything about For Extra was fighting and whooping his ass. Now all that is over with. Who you gonna run a fade with now? You gotta run handicap fade. All that over with. You might as well challenge it to rock, paper, scissors.
Now, if you can remember, For Extra got involved in the beef with Aaron the Plumber and Adam 22. All right. Now, Aaron the Plumber didn't have any issue with the rapper For Extra. But remember, Aaron the Plumber had an issue with Adam 22 and Blad, and he accused Adam 22 of basically using blacks for profits. And basically, he convinced For Extra to jump into this beef with Aaron the Plumber, and they were supposed to have a fight. But Adam 22 was the one that basically brought the idea of fighting Aaron the Plumber.
Hey, Bradasky, so Adam 22 trying to get me to fight For Extras. You know what I'm saying? In a real way, I'm down to get jiggy. Oh, mamas, I'm with that. But hey, Bradasky, you know what I'm saying? Enough is enough. Stop exploiting the black community, man. You know what I'm saying? Adam, you want me to squabble For Extras, Bradesky? You need to handle your wax with Rooster, man. You know what I'm saying? In a real way. Get on the same fight card, Bradesky. We ain't exploiting black people, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't using For Extras image, you know what I'm saying, to keep boosting up No Jumper.
And we also know that Aaron the Plumber is training right now, and he's been boxing and working out. But, For Extra still got that smoke for him.
Aaron the Plumber, I don't know what you're thinking. All that working out you doing, it ain't gonna help you. You can train all day. You can train all night. You can train in your sleep, nigga. I'm gonna knock you out. When I knock you out, I'm gonna take that 600,000 and blow it down burning. Off the back, I'm gonna blow it down burning. You see this? That's your face. You see that? That's your jaw. I'm gonna right over it. So you better be ready. Because all that training you doing, it ain't gonna help you because you got a glass jaw. And it's going out, Vernon Avenue.
Once Aaron the Plumber found out that For Extra basically blew up his hand, he had this to say.
Hey, Bradesky, tell Fo Nubs I challenge him to a handball match. Let's Let's see who can juggle better in a real way. Hey, you see what happens, Bradesky, when you do the devil's work? You know what I'm saying? You surround yourself with people like Adam 16 in a real way. Adam 16 probably gave them fireworks in a real way. Bradesky, kaboom, this hand, there you go. Oh, whiskey, you're done for, Bradesky. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to be a big bad wolf, trying to bully people. You see how you did 607? Kaboom. Now he need 4 extra fingers. You know what I'm saying? Call that man 4 nubs in a real way. Bradesky finna be walking like this.
Now, even Adam 22 released some new information regarding the situation with 4Extra's hand.
So basically, 4Extra, 4th of July, is hanging out with a bunch of his friends in front of like a shopping center where they're all hanging out. There's like a short that I posted yesterday, him doing some high kick thing. And he basically had a handful of fireworks and he was about to let one off. Didn't actually get out of his hand. Apparently those fuses burn a lot faster than you would think. And yeah, blew his hand off. And there's more bad news, which is that the true extent of his injuries, I don't think has really 100% been revealed yet. I'm not really at liberty to say exactly what, but definitely there's more to come in terms of like all the stuff that has happened to him as a result of this. But also, I'm not sure 100% who the friend was, but he was with one of his friends, and his friend allegedly like blew half his face off, which I haven't seen any evidence of this or whatever, but yeah, that's all we know right now. He's in surgery right now, off pain meds for like the first time in his entire life. And yeah, I'll keep you guys updated, but that's all we know right now.
Now, as you know, 4Extra is a dude that's, about that action. And in this particular clip, we're going to see 4Extra crashing out on Unk 067.
Here, I smoke your ass and you gonna die at no jumpers. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna flatline you right here and go to jail and laugh at your ass while you on a projector dead. And I'm gonna be doing burpees in jail, laughing at your ass while he's picking up my collect calls. And that's gonna be the end of that. You know why?
We've been there
Because it's rolling 40s.
Now, this is important, all right? Because if you look at him crashing out, I'm not really worried about what he's talking about, but here's what I see from 4Extra. I see a lot of jewelry. There are rings on his finger. There's the bracelet. I mean, hey, he got the big ass chain on. I mean, and hey, I would probably say maybe a lot of that stuff is real, all right? He got earrings, gold earrings, whatever. And I get it that dude, he about to crash out on dude and saying whatever he's saying. But now 4Extra basically is asking for a GoFundMe. Okay. Now his sister organized the GoFundMe, and the last that I checked, at this time it was like $4,000, but I don't know by the time Demon edits this, it could be more. And it says this: "Hello, my name is Emily, and I'm Rashawn, 4Extra's sister. I'm starting this GoFundMe to help with his medical expenses. On the 4th of July, 4Extra was injured in a firework accident. As many of you know, medical care can be incredibly expensive and add up very fast. Rashawn is someone who lights up every room with his humor and energy. I would agree. If you ever laugh with him, share a moment, or simply care about his well-being, and any support from donations to prayers, or even just sharing this means the world to us. Thank you all for your love, support, and kindness during this difficult time." Now, I'm going to put this particular GoFundMe link in the description or the first comment page at the top. So if you want to go and support 4Extra, again, I really like the guy a lot. I think that he's a really like straightforward guy. Support him, okay? But people are like not really feeling this.
What type of bull is this? So you mean to tell me 4Extra is starting a GoFundMe asking for help with his medical expenses after the incident with his hand on the 4th of July and lighting fireworks? Buddy, 4Extra, let me tell you something. This is not how things work, and you asking for $28,000 after all that you said. You were talking extra spicy, talking about you were gonna throw fireworks at people and in their houses. Literally what just happened to you, you were going to do to somebody else, and now you have the audacity to set up a GoFundMe and ask for help. If this isn't the true definition of karma, I don't know what is. He's really asking for a handout.
Now, the comments in this are very interesting. Somebody went into the comment section and says, can't he afford a new hand himself at Grok, right? So Grok is like an AI that's on X that tries to respond accurately, and Grok is pretty good. This 4X's estimated net worth is $100,000 to $500,000 as a rising rapper and podcaster. U.S. medical hands for hand amputation, surgery, and prosthetics can exceed $50K easily, especially without full insurance. The $28,000 GoFundMe seems reasonable for a situation. Stay safe with fireworks next time. But let's talk about what people had to say. Sell that jury, Jigga. I ain't donating ish.
Damn.
Why should people pay for his stupidity? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. This person goes, how do I know he's not going to take this money and buy more fireworks?
Got him.
This person goes, can't help with this one on the dead homies. No jumper got you. Damn, they not playing. He's always flexing money. He's broke. Now this person, someone made this. This is like 4X's new hand, right? This person, Dion, says, so rappers you beg basically tell they can't help. They didn't tell you to get that car note or the apartment you live in. So we can tell them broke begging rappers, we didn't put you in that situation, you did. Lugo says, does he need a hand in paying the bills? So then the cashier said, damn, bro, you only got one finger. And then the rapper said, I used to have 4 extra. Damn.
Boy, yo, sit your stupid ass down. Who the f you think you is?
Hopefully all the gang members pulled their funds together to fix bro hand. This person goes, he got money to buy jewelry, but don't got money to pay for his own medical expenses. Pawn the rings. Now he needed help in hand. Now let me just say this, right? I'm a person that didn't find the fact that 4 extra lost his hand. I didn't think that was funny, again, because I like 4 extra. And I like Aaron the Plumber too. You know, if I would have heard anything happen to any of these guys, it's a bummer because I know these are black dudes and they come from the same similar community, both from California. And like 4 extra, I know so many guys that ended up like him. And that's just kind of how they are. So he was getting the opportunity to do something more in his life. And he was using the opportunity. And he still is. So I didn't really think that it was funny for him losing his hand. Now, at the same time, when you're going around here with all of this jewelry and you're going out here with these chains, you're balling, and now something happened and you can't pay for your own surgeries, it's like, man, you out here faking the funk. Like, you're broke. Like, you talk about rolling 40s and all this and on the dead homies and all that. Like, where's your people at? Like Adam 22 talked about, hey, one of his friends allegedly lost half his face. We don't know how true that is, but it's like, yo, you have all this money. Like, why don't you have the money to do what you're saying you're going to do? But at the same time, you out here flexing on the internet like you really got it like that, and then you don't. So people are calling out that hypocrisy. And to be honest, I agree. I don't think it's right to, make fun of 4 extra because of his situation. But I do think if you're out here acting like you got it like that and you really balling, you shouldn't be on GoFundMe asking for, donations. I mean, there's been plenty of times I've been in Uganda and been not in the best situation or down bad, and I ain't never put up a GoFundMe and said, hey guys, I'm down bad in Uganda, can you help me? No. All right. I just knew that, hey, if I wanted to make some more money, I needed to go head on and work harder and stay focused, and then I can get it. All right. But a lot of these guys, they don't create their own content like YouTubers, so most of these dudes, they're getting paid from appearances or 20 versus 1. So like when this happens, they don't have the income to continue doing what they're doing. But guys, what do you think? It's your